we're all familiar with the concept of a good deal versus a bad deal, right? A good deal is when you get a lot for your money, a lot of bang for your buck, as they say. A bad deal is when you pay a lot of money, but you end up with something that isn't even working or doesn't really give you what you need, even though you did pay a lot for it, right? So this car, for example, my parents' car, they're leasing it rather than owning it. And it turns out, when you look at the whole year, the cost of leasing a car versus owning a car is actually, leasing it is a better deal. So good deal versus bad deal. Now, when it comes to nutrition, it's the same kind of thing. There are good deals and bad deals, if you want to look at it that way, because of course we could look at nutrition as, there's the optimal diet, which is a fruit-based diet. And that's just our natural diet where everything is in balance, and we don't have to look at it as a good deal because it's just default, right? But we can also look at individual foods, and we can kind of look at them as a good deal versus a bad deal in terms of the nutrients they deliver and how much work the body has to do in order to get those nutrients, and how many negative factors like toxins, for example, come along with the food. So certain foods, like for example, let's say a banana, a mango, some kind of sweet fruit, the body has to work very little in order to digest that food. In order to get the nutrients out of that food, it has to work very little. So in terms of digestive effort, expenditure, it's a very good deal. Now on the other hand, if you eat something like, I don't know, something really heavy to digest, like nuts or seeds or even grains, they demand a lot of digestive effort in order for you to realize those calories and to extract the nutrients and have them in an absorbable form. Look, ripe fruit is already, ready to be absorbed almost, doesn't even have to be digested. Whereas if you're eating starch as opposed to sugar, you have to convert that starch by digesting it into sugar before you can absorb it into your bloodstream. So in that sense, fruit is a better deal. There's less work involved for getting the calories, getting the fuel. But also in terms of nutrients, if you think about it, for example, a lot of people say, well, meat has B12 in it, or certain fish, they have vitamin D in them. And, I don't know if we want to look at that as a good thing, because I think personally, we should get our vitamin D from the sun, and we should get our vitamin B12 from exposure to bacteria in our environment by living natural lives. Or if we're not living in nature like that, maybe a supplement would actually be a better deal. I'll tell you why. Because even though the meat has a little bit of B12, and if you ate a lot of meat, you would be theoretically, you could be B12 sufficient, even though, remember, a lot of meat eaters are B12 deficient. So it's not just like if you eat meat, you're gonna have enough B12. No, there's absorption issues as well. And that brings me back to how meat is difficult to digest and messes up your overall health, which again turns into a cycle where it messes up with your ability to absorb certain nutrients, and you may become deficient, even though the nutrients are there in the food theoretically. But even if we are able to get enough B12 from eating meat, it's a bad deal. Again, because why? Because the meat is difficult to digest, you have to spend a lot of energy, but okay, there's no B12 in fruits and vegetables, so let's say it's still worth it, right? But you're getting a lot of baggage along with those nutrients. So you're getting B12, but you're also getting all that cholesterol, all those hormones from the animal. You're also getting a lot of toxins, because when you cook meat, you create a lot of toxins. So you're getting a lot of toxic baggage along with those nutrients. You're getting also an excess of protein and acidic minerals, which causes your body to go into an acidic state, as it were. So again, you're getting your B12 from meat, but it's a bad deal because you're getting all this baggage, this toxic, negative baggage along with it. And you're not getting really a good bang for your buck, I guess, in terms of meat, because even though it's high in certain nutrients like iron, B12, it's very low in many other nutrients that we need, like calcium, fiber. There's no fiber in animal products whatsoever. It's low in water, it's low in carbohydrates, which is the preferred fuel source for the human body. It's very low. It doesn't have any vitamin C, I think. So you can see how you're getting this one nutrient, but you're getting all this toxic baggage, and you're not getting, you know, a wide spectrum of nutrients. Whereas if you look at something like a fruit, it's giving you a very wide balance of all the various nutrients that you need for human health. All of them, including iron, which is in meat, but you know, it's in a better proportion in fruit, because the truth is you can get too much iron too, too much protein, too much fat, all these things, you know, they're typically related to animal products. So sure, every food has nutrients, and you know, we do need certain nutrients, and if you're dying of iron deficiency and a little bit of meat would give you a boost in iron stores, you know, it could theoretically save you, of course. But the truth is, if you're not getting enough iron from your fruits and your vegetables, chances are that A, you're not eating enough calories, or B, you have an absorption issue, and that absorption issue will not be solved just by eating some meat, you know what I mean? It will probably get worse. So it's a complex issue, but I just wanted sort of to touch on that subject a little bit today. The subject of a good deal versus a bad deal. Fruit is the ultimate deal. Looking at nutrients per calorie, fruit comes out better than any other food on earth. For humans, of course. For a meat-eating animal, meat comes out better. It matches their nutritional needs better than fruit would. Fruit matches our nutritional needs better than any other food, so it's the best deal we could possibly get. It's clean, it has a very low toxicity, and it's very easy to digest, as opposed to certain other foods which are hard to digest, hard to extract the nutrients from, or very lopsided when it comes to their nutrient profile, like meat, which, oh, but meat has B12. Yeah, meat has B12, but it lacks in so many other respects, and it also gives you so much toxic baggage that you gotta ask yourself, is this a good deal? Is this really worth it for me to eat meat, which just to get my B12? Alright, that's all for today. Of course, you can check out our website at sweetnaturalliving.com as well, where we offer health coaching. We have an FAQ there with lots of questions about health and a raw vegan diet, and we also have a couple of books within the realm of traveling, eating fruit, and health in general. So thanks for watching. Make sure you get the most out of your food, look for the best deals, and let me tell you right away, look no further than ripe fruit. See you later.